All right, guys, welcome to New Bike Day. This is the best part of my job, is welcoming you to BRAAAP and saying thank you for buying a motorcycle. If you're watching this video, you're obviously about to receive your bike, or maybe you just received it. So this is our New Bike Day welcome video. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about using the motorcycle and how to best communicate with us. We're a family business, so it matters to us that you've joined us and you've chosen to ride a BRAAAP motorcycle. So just got to start by saying thank you. Your support matters to us a huge amount. We're not Honda. We don't have Marc Marquez winning MotoGP to promote our brand. We have you riding our bikes, and especially with these electric bikes, man, you guys are the ones that are out there sharing the story. And you've probably joined us because you've heard me bang on a lot about how our mission is to make electric motorcycling better value than gasoline. I think for the mass adoption of electric motorcycles to happen, they just have to be better value. So I'm sure you're excited about the price point we've delivered these bikes at. I'm sure you're excited of the style and all that stuff, and also the warranty, all that stuff. We'll talk about that today. But most importantly, first day, it doesn't matter if you've purchased the MotoEv8 or the MotoEv8 or the MotoEv10. That's the 5,000 watt, the 8,000 watt and the 10,000 watt. The general user system and user interface is basically the same. The difference is the hub motor in the rear wheel and then the amp hourage in the battery. They're the two key differences, or three key differences across the three models. So I might just start by telling you that, because a lot of people ask the question of what's the difference, and there are people who are watching this video before they purchase. So 5,000 watt, we really designed it to be a price point. Our kind of thinking was to make it fast enough and go far enough, just fast enough, just far enough. So 72 volt, 80 amp hour battery. Now, how I look at it is 80 amp hours is kind of like the size of the petrol tank. So the 8,000 watt has a bigger battery, so 100 amp hour battery. 10,000 bigger again. So that's kind of like the petrol tank. Gives us more energy to consume, means that we can either go a bit further or a bit faster, because speed costs battery on an electric motorcycle. And a lot of you guys have questions about regenerative braking and all this type of thing. We haven't promoted too much of the possibilities, just because we're trying to keep it really simple, but we know that there'll be a huge amount of aftermarket software upgrades that we don't offer. We're happy for others to do that. We're not trying to keep and protect that. We're happy for open source, but legally for us, we're just delivering the bike that we've got complied with the Australian government. And if you're watching this video from another region in the world, your government, and then all the upgrades are for racing use or your own enthusiast type use anyway. So I've banged on a lot about the general stuff. The most important thing I want to talk to you about today is how to talk to us. So if you go to support.braaapmotorcycles.com, that's our support center. That's where you go to any how-tos. If you want to know how much pressure to put in the tires, you want to know how to charge it, if you want to know the registration details like the TAN numbers or the weights, all that type of stuff, everything should be in support.braaapmotorcycles.com. It's kind of like the new user manual. You used to get like a paper document. Now we use a software platform that allows us to generate articles to be your support center. And if you, for some reason, you can't find what you want, we recommend you can create a ticket. You go submit ticket or ticket request on that support center. That'll go directly through to the correct person, whether it be mechanical, parts, accounts, whatever it is you want to talk about. So that's the best way. Our whole goal is to be economical so we can pass the savings on to you. So we don't have showrooms at this point as I film this video. We also don't have a team sitting there ready to answer your calls, but we do have a large team sitting behind the support center answering all the tickets. So generally you'll get a reply that same day. So please be patient. You get a lot of people say they can't just call, but it is a system. You are calling us. There are real people right here in Melbourne sitting behind that support center ready to call you back, but it just makes it significantly more efficient for us using a ticket system. Means we save money, means we pass that on. That's how we do the most aggressively priced bike. So please just get to know that system. We are here to help, and you having an awesome experience matters a lot to us. So do that. There's also Facebook groups. They're not our groups, like the BRAAP Motorcycle Owners Australia Facebook group or the BRAAP Riders Forum on the Facebook as well. They're great groups for enthusiasts. It's not governed by us, so you do get a few rogue ones in there, but it's pretty raw and real, and there is a really passionate community of BRAAP owners who would love to help too. So if, for example, it's Sunday Arvo and you want to know, I don't know, how much tyre pressure to put in your bike and you can't find it on the support centre, go to those guys. They love helping. We have an awesome customer base who love helping. So that's the best way to contact us. I really recommend when you receive your bike to make sure you check your new bike day email. So we have a system where we allocate your VIN, so the specific serial number or VIN number for your bike, to you as the bike leaves. So we don't pre-allocate the bike to you, we allocate it as it leaves. Either you pick it up from the warehouse or the pickup location, or most people get them delivered via truck or van to their house. So when your bike arrives, please open the new bike day email. It might be something like might say something like proof of purchase or VIN allocation or new bike day, but you'll get an email from us, and I want you to just make sure you get that email, look at the VIN number, check the VIN number on the top of the neck here to make sure it matches, and there'll also be an SVI label either on this side or this side of the battery motor, which will give you your VTA, your vehicle type approval numbers, which is always worth just checking. You'll have the proof of purchase documents. We recommend printing them when you go to get it registered at whatever state transport office you are. And also on the support centre, there's how to register information. Now, electric bikes, the government hasn't really caught up. Like, for example, in Victoria, on the rego documents, these things print out as 250 still. So they're catching up. But if you have any issues registering, just contact us. We'll drop everything to support you. If you're at the transport office, please tell us that when you call, and the guys will, prioritise you. So hopefully you don't have to leave the transport office, because electric bikes are new. So now, big thing I want to talk about is how to manage the software. So follow me around here. So first of all, your side stand, if you want to come over here, bro, and we'll show the guys. So the side stand has a switch on it, so you've got to have the side stand up. You can see the switch right there. You've got to have the side stand up to be able to turn the bike on. So firstly, sit on the bike, side stand up, key on. We'll get you to come and have a look at the dash here. Key on, give it a moment. You can see it's on 3 there. Over here you have 3 power curves. 1 being the lowest performing, so the slowest is 1, but it'll also conserve the most energy, so you get the most range. 3 being the fastest, but obviously more speed means less range. So manage that, depends on where you want to go. We really recommend that when you first get the bike, you give it a long charge. So give it your full kind of 6 to 8 hour charge, just to make sure the battery's balanced, everything's legit, everything's working. And then your first couple of rides, just monitor how much range you get, so you can get a bit of a feel for it. Because this is new, you can't stop in at a petrol station. But the good thing is, if you carry your charger with you, you can stop in at anyone's house or anywhere you can find a power plug and charge the thing up. So yeah, so back down here. So you can see here it says ready. And we're good to go. We just twist and go. So it's awesome. Now you also have reverse. So if you hit R, hold it down, you can see it puts R there for reverse. And as soon as you twist, that thing's going back. Really cool if you park this thing in the city on a hill or something. That's a cool feature, electric bikes. So that's that. You also have park. So if you're sitting here like this, the biggest danger of electric bikes is someone could come and flick the throttle, doesn't know it's going, it takes off. So you can hit park. You see once you hit park, you need your brake in. See it hits P. And now that thing's cut out again. It doesn't matter if someone flicks the throttle, you're safe. So if you've got park, to turn it off, I just pull the lever in, hit park, give it another hit, and boom, you're good to go again. That's that. All your other controls are normal. So you got your horn, got your indicators. You do have to return the indicator yourself to the middle. Got hazard lights, shouldn't need them. High beam, low beam, high beam there. And over here you've got your functionality, one of your functionality things for the software. This is not actually programmed in to allow you to change the software on the screen. So that's one of those things. We've restricted a lot of stuff to make sure that we make it really simple for the Australian government to approve these things. So you can't hack your software. based on us. You have to do it yourself. If you hear people talking about that, they've done it as enthusiasts. So, all right, one of the coolest things is Bluetooth on these things. So turn the bike on. This thing's got a speaker in it, and you can connect your phone up. So you turn Bluetooth on here. We go to, Bluetooth in here. It's going to come up. WES, W-E-S.
Successful connection.
Successfully connection is what it speaks to you. And then I can play music through this thing. So let's go to Spotify. How good's this? What am I going to play? People are going to get on here and hammer me for my music choice, probably, no matter what I play. Stop it. We're playing music. How cool is that? Now, if you had a quad lock, you'd put your phone there. I highly recommend that. Haven't connected mine up. But this works when you're riding. How cool is that? Electric. Brings a new thing to motorcycling. So one of the other cool things about this bike is keyless entry. So you don't need a key in here. We're getting rid of keys. Hit the middle button twice, turn the bike on, don't need a key. If you want to turn the bike back off, press the unlock button. Once it's off, if you hit the lock button, you're on. So charging, this here is designed to have, you can see down there, there's just wires there, and I'll show you a tank in a second. But this is designed to house the 25 amp hour fast charger, the Tesla fast charge or EV station fast charger. That's an aftermarket upgrade, and we'll have that on the website. It already is on the website, but you got to fit it yourself, so just keep that in mind. As for now, standard, there's nothing under the fuel tank, so it's just a cover. Let's talk about charging. So with charging, and get off the bike, you're going to pull your key out, and under here, there's a keyhole. You're going to take off your seat, you pull it from the front. You see there's some tabs there. That's how the seat goes on. You're going to put the seat back on, you put the tabs in first, and then you push that down. That's how you put that back on. But to take it off, this is where you're going to charge from. We've got an Anderson plug there. We're going to use that for our charging. Now I need to show you, we actually have a charger port here. But we worked out we can get a little bit faster charging through the Anderson plug up here. So our standard charger comes fitted with an Anderson plug. So please be very, I'm sure no one's going to do this, but I just have to say it, don't just plug any old charger into your bike, especially because something else might fit this. We made a last minute change to move the charger up to an Anderson plug on the current models because a little bit faster. So keep that in mind. So this is your charger box. Nothing like getting new stuff and unpacking, so I'll come around here so you can. Charger box, all your standard stuff. Now, depends on how far you're riding. You can work out a way to mount these on the box there. There's room. You can figure that out, but that's a DIY. We haven't offered that as a real quick bolt-on yet. You know, this development of the electric stuff is building momentum. So there's some few things like that you could do yourself, but everything's pretty basic. Plug fits, plug it in. Keep it dry, obviously. Plug it in, Bob's your uncle. Standard Aussie wall plug. If you come to us from America or Europe, you'll have a localized plug for your region as well. So that's that, very simple. Charge it, takes 4 hours-ish, you know, 3 to 6 hours, I'd say, for charging. Allocate that. Obviously you can do smaller bits. If you just want to do 20 minutes and top it up, you can. We recommend just give it a good, decent charge, especially when you're doing your 3-month service or your 3000K service. Just give it a good 1-day full charge. All that data gets stored in the BMS, so we can log in and check it if we need to, but you'll be sweet. Just look after your battery. Don't be silly, use the standard charger, that's probably it. If you do get fast chargers, please read all the information on our website when you purchase it. Some fast chargers we offer warranty voids, so just check that out before you purchase. You can click on the product on the website and it'll tell you all about it. You don't need to ask us because the info should be there. So just if you do want to hot the thing up, make sure you read all the info. All right. Easy. So the other question we keep getting asked is about the battery. Can you add extra battery? And we've got something special for that. We are building auxiliary battery kits. Our goal is you could do 300 Ks, and at the moment this is not available at the time of filming this video, but our commitment to R&D and development is to get these bikes to 300 K range. You'll be able to add, we've got bags so you can put as much battery as you want on, and that's going to be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that, that's possible. But I do just need to say, there's enthusiasts that are buying electric bikes who want to do all this stuff yourself. You can, we'll cover warranty for bits you don't touch, but it's a bit dangerous to don't go just plugging extra batteries in. Make sure you either speak to us or most importantly, speak to a local technician if you're going to do that stuff. We'll be offering kits, but again, please read all the terms and conditions. It'll be on the product. We'll make it very simple, but we're going to make it easy. We're just developing a new connector route and wiring diagram for it and switches to make sure that it's safe. That's cool. How about check inside our battery here? This is how battery works for an electric motorcycle. You have your battery cells, then you have your battery management system here. So this is all the tech behind how to keep a battery, most importantly, how to keep range in the bike. So we want to protect the battery and the motor, but most importantly, we want to govern the power output and the battery consumption so it can be fast enough, want to beat traffic off the lights, but want to be able to get minimum 100 K range type thing is our goal. So pretty cool. Welcome inside. I'll show you a bike that we've pulled apart so I can show you where the battery fits. Here's one we've pulled apart for you so you can see where the battery box fits. There's heaps of space in here. You have your controller, all the electrical components to make this thing work. Basically sits there, there's heaps of room. Your ABS module here, obviously the brains of the whole bike here in the controller. It's pretty cool. So that's inside BRAAP MotoE.